Shalom everyone, Marcus da Costa here, and just making this video as this weekend during exploring the Gospels, we got to a point in the scriptures where we read about Yeshua meeting two of John the Baptist's disciples, and I'd like to read it to you to give you some context here. In John chapter 1 verse 40, one of the two which heard John speak and followed him was Andrew, Simon Peter's brother. He first findeth his own brother Simon, and saith unto him, We have found the Messiah, which is, being interpreted, the Christ, the Messiah. And he brought him unto Yeshua. And when Yeshua beheld him, he said, Thou art Simon, the son of Jonah. Thou shalt be called Cephas, which is by interpretation a stone. Now, although we can read through this and get to the next verses, to me it stood out because we can get to the place in our walk with Messiah where we stop evangelizing. We stop being a witness. Now we know that the Bible tells us that all of Judea, Jerusalem, beyond the Jordan, came to be baptized of John. And all of these people who were present would have heard John declare, Behold, the Lamb of God, which takes away the sins of the world. John chapter 1 tells us he said that at least twice and pointed him out. But only two disciples left to follow Yeshua. And of those two, we know that Andrew went and found his brother Peter and brought him to Mashiach. What can we learn from this? Brothers and sisters, we may not know a lot about Andrew. We may not know a lot about Andrew, but we know a lot about Peter. See, Peter was a man who did mighty works that we know of. Andrew we don't know much about. But the mighty work that he did was he operated in faith. He believed he'd found the Messiah. He believed he'd found Mashiach, and he went and got his brother, and his brother was Peter. Who could your brother be in the kingdom? Who could your sister be in the kingdom? Your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, your nephews. Who could they be in the kingdom if only you went and did what Andrew did? Introduce them to Messiah Yeshua. So, the Andrew challenge. The Andrew challenge is simple. Do what Andrew did. You found the Messiah. You believed you found the Lamb who takes away the sins of the world. And as such, go and let someone know. Let someone know. Let them know that you found the answer to the world's problems. You found the one that will wipe away every tear, that will cause hunger and thirst to cease, that can cleanse and heal people of their disease, that can set captives free, who will take away hurts and pains, whose yoke is easy and burden is light, who will give you a drink that they can drink, that will cause them to not thirst anymore, who can give them bread which will cause them to not hunger anymore. Let them know about that Yeshua, because if each person who is in the body of Messiah today did that, and one new person came to the knowledge of the truth this year, the body of Messiah will double. One new person. So brothers and sisters, I'm encouraging you to take part in the Andrew Challenge. Be a witness. Testify of the goodness of Jehovah. Share your testimony with your mum, your dad, your sons, your daughters, your nieces, nephews, your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, your neighbors, your friends, your colleagues, those who you chance to meet in the way, and be receptive to the leading of the Spirit. Be like Andrew. That is my challenge to you today. Be blessed, be encouraged, and keep the faith and the commandments of Jehovah. Shalom.